goals. How do they work? Where do they come from? What makes a good goal? What makes a bad goal? What makes a goal manifest itself into reality, and what makes a goal not manifest itself into reality? You know, those dreams that just never come true. We're going to talk about some of that stuff today, and in this probably it's going to be a several-part video series. So get ready. I know there's been a lot written about goals, and I encourage you to further your education with anything you can find about goals. This just happens to be another one from another person who happens to know quite a lot about obtaining goals and vision and everything that you need to know about creating a goal, following it through, and manifesting it into reality. So I hope you enjoy it, and let's get started. So let me start out by asking a couple questions. How did we, United States, how did we win all the wars we've won? World War II and Iraq, World War I and all those things. How did we become a superpower? How did Japan rebuild itself from a shattered country after World War II, after we bombed it back into the Stone Age, into one of the leading powers in the world today, to an economic wonder? How did we conquer the Soviet Union? How did we win the space race? These are all questions. How did Hitler go from being a know-nothing to running a whole country, to scaring the entire world that the Nazis were going to take over? Now, that's not an example of a good goal, but it is an example of a goal that had manifested itself from an idea into a reality because he followed the correct steps, just like everybody else. Just like John F. Kennedy said, we're going to go to the moon. We went to the moon. So goals, just like in your head, start as an idea. And what makes them go from an idea into reality? Well, the first thing you do is you decide whether this goal is worth it in your life or not. Some things are dreams. I mean, if you're 35 years old and you haven't done anything with your life, the reality is you're probably not going to get up tomorrow and run for president and win, okay? It has to be somewhat reality-based. Although, I'm not going to tell you what you can and can't do, because we have all seen in this lifetime some amazing things done by people who we thought would never do anything like that. We've seen people walk when doctors said you'll never walk again after a serious car accident. We've seen countries come back from nothing when people said there's no way that could ever happen. We've seen environmental disasters come back and be cleaned up when they said it's going to take 1,000 years for this to correct itself. We've seen some amazing things in this lifetime. And who am I to say that you can't do something? But in your mind, your goals should basically seem realistic to you, okay? So that's the first thing. Decide whether it's realistic and whether it's worth pursuing. After that, you start to envision it. And if you need some more advice about it, envisioning, you can look through the website and you'll find a lot more content on actually envisioning things. And I teach you how to really see things clearly in your mind, so clearly that it's like a memory to you because you see it so clearly. You're seeing the future as the past, and it really does work well. But for the purposes of this recording, know that vision is the second step on the way to creating a goal after you've decided whether it's realistic or not. After you've envisioned it enough, then you put it on paper. It starts to become more real for you. You set the steps. You go through it. And we're going to go through a little bit more on this in the second audio here. But setting the steps is the third and one of the most important steps to it. Putting it on paper and putting it into reality, because this is the first time you've really spent time and space trying to figure out your goal, and it's starting to manifest itself into reality like a little ball of light that starts getting bigger and bigger. So join me, if you will, in the next audio program, and we'll talk about how to list and put down your goals on paper. That'll be the next very important step to rocketing you into your future.